free GT7 and welcome to the live stream. Sorry it took me a bit later than I anticipated to do this live stream, but we are here. And as you guys may have guessed, today's live stream is going to be talking about the new update 1.68 in Gran Turismo 7. Now, what I'm going to do is, of course, go through the list of the new patches and stuff that it adds to the game, plus, of course, the 3 new cars. I'll just like if I've done an episode in the past, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Go through basically pretty much everything that pretty much is involved with racing cars, or check out the engine swaps, the cars, of course. Maybe some little bit stuff here and there, but I might could do everything, but I'm not entirely too sure at the moment. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and check on with the patch notes. So here's the patch notes. Of course, it's update notice 1.68. The cars, as you can see here, is the following. The Chevrolet Camaro 1969 race mod. And it's very interesting for this Camaro. I guess it's considered a professionally tuned car like some of the other unique brands you see from America. This car can be found at Brand Central, so thankfully you don't not necessarily need to be per se waiting for it to show up in the used car dealership, which is good. I know it could be a little bit annoying sometimes of trying to find that particular car that you're looking out for, and for some reason it could be, sold out, or it just rarely shows up in the, Legends car dealership. But thankfully for this particular car, you don't have to worry about that. You can just grab it at any time you want to at Brand Central. The next car we're going to be looking at is going to be this particular Mazda RX-7 Type R FD, and this car is going to be sold at the used car dealership as well. So it's going to be like the other FD, but it's a bit older than the ones that we usually get at Brand Central. We'll just have to keep our eyes peeled for it at the used car dealership. The Renault Captur S Edition TCE. Not gonna be too thrilled about this car, really. It's probably more of a little bit of an add-on, honestly. It could be probably helpful maybe in early gameplay, possibly in your single-player mode. I don't think it's going to be an EV car, but it's one of those cars you could probably just tune together and just do it at a regular club, beginner's club race, or maybe make it turn to a rally car. Number 2 is going to be, of course, World Circuits. It's going to be the following new events for each track. We got a new event at Royal Atlanta, a new one at Montreal at Circuit Genève. Dragon Trail Gardens Reverse has a new event. Koto Driving Park, the Yamaga Reverse Japanese Club Cup 550. Circuit Experience is now available for the following tracks, which is Grand Valley South, so that's a new one. Brand Central has a new museum, which is this particular brand right here. Cafe, of course, is going to be the characters having their own personal special dialogue for each car. We got ourselves a new seasonal menu has been added, and in order for you to unlock it, you had to beat the game, which is to beat book number 39, the Championship World GT Series, which isn't too hard, to be honest. You just have to have a really good, fast Group 3 race car and just go through those missions. I would recommend, if you haven't yet beaten the game, I would suggest either the old 911 Porsche RSR or the new version. I think both of those would be good picks. I mean, there's a lot of good Group 3s you can use for that last book. So, number 5 is going to be GT Auto. Car maintenance and service. This is actually my favorite thing to look out for whenever we do have an update or a patch update This is pretty much what I am like really keen and really looking forward to. So, as it says here, you have to be at least collected level 50 to unlock these, and you can see we got ourselves quite a lot to begin with. We have the R-Bar 500 has one, the AMG Mercedes AMG C63S Coupe has one, the Chevrolet Chevelle actually has a swap as well. The Datsun Copen Active Top from '02, the Dodge Super B from 1970, the Fiat 500 1.28 Lounge SS, the G-Ready Fugu Z, the Maserati Gran Turismo S, and of course the new addition, the Mazda RX-7 Type R. And to finish it all up, the Pontiac GTO, the Judge, has one. So it's a mixed bag between modern cars and classic cars. So I'm going to try to remember that list. I'm going to take me a quick snack, or not snack, a quick picture of this, so that way I will not have to worry about going back and forth throughout the whole stream. So just give me 1 second, real quick, as I take the picture of this list, and we are good. We are golden. All right. For scrapes, that's basically where you go to do all kinds of photos, backgrounds for your cars, to do all kinds of glamour shots. Abu Dhabi has that. Other improvements and adjustments on the Ferrari 296 GT3 G23, which is the Group 3 Ferrari race car. The maximum steering angle in the cockpit view has been adjusted to match other cars. World Circuit's BOP is now available on time trials, which is cool. Please note that BOP will be unavailable under the following conditions on dirt and snow courses using cars with wide body or engine swap modifications. When BOP is enabled, vehicles that do not support BOP will no longer appear in the list when selecting a car from Quick Menu. Number 3, Data Logger Drift Analyzer has been added to View 3, so that's pretty cool.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Power
How
Pack.
are you? This update it's good but not huge. What you think about?
Well, Bruno, I have not really have per se gone deep into it as of yet, but I will in a little bit. So here's the interesting Power Pack. The player's best lap for that session is now displayed as a ghost during practice. Retry is now available from the pause menu during the final race. So that's actually pretty good because if you think about it, if you are at a certain race and let's say you skip qualifying altogether and you just made your way to the front, you probably was either held back from the AI or if you made a mistake and you just need that one more lap to catch up to that particular leader. Instead of you having to back out and having to redo everything again, you can just simply hit retry, which is actually pretty good. And actually, this might come into play, especially if you start maybe the endurance races. I mean, I know that kind of sounds pretty foolish because you do have races that take 4 hours, 6 hours, and more than that. But if you think about it, if you have a better start, like let's say the first 3 laps, they're completely washed, uh, like you've been targeted by the AI or you just completely messed up, and you don't really want to, you know, slowly make your way through the field per se. You just want a fresh start, put yourself in a better spot to begin with that stint. You could do that. So that actually is pretty big. Number 5, localization. We also corrected various text localization issues, and of course others. Other issues has been addressed, and thank you for playing GT7. So that's going to be it for the patch notes. So let's go ahead to the world map and let's pick and see what we're going to do first. We are going to do the cafe first, get that done. Check out the new seasonal menu, which is up here on the top right. Surprisingly enough, there was not an extras menu. I know from previous patches and updates they actually have added at least 1 or 2 extra menus from that category, but we're going to go ahead to the seasonal menu And you can see here, you need to get these 3 cars, which are, of course, the 3 cars that actually were introduced in the update. So we're going to quickly grab these 3 here, and then we'll come right back to that. So let's go Brand Central and go ahead and collect 2 out of the 3 first. Go America, go Chevrolet for our first one. I'm going to be very curious to see what the car looks like. And, see the price tag and all that stuff. So it's going to be the far right. It's going to be 1.5 million. Look at the stats. It is an FR drivetrain, 657 horsepower, 623 pounds of torque. The weight is 2910. Supercharger aspiration with a stock PP performance of 672. So it could be possible that this car could be somewhat competitive or good for Le Mans. I really am not too curious or too keen on trying it at the Tokyo per se, because I will just be afraid if we do nerf it a lot, that car will be, not handling too good and stuff. Now, I can always go over to the garage and see what it has on it currently, if I need to. So let's go to Europe. Let's go to Renault. Pick up its new car as well. And it's going to be right here. As you can see, it's like your traditional soccer mom car, basically. Drivetrain FF, which I knew it would be. 138 horsepower, 191 pounds of torque. Pretty lightweight at 2720, and a turbocharger for its aspiration. As compared to the other cars, yeah, it's like a very nerfed addition to probably these 2 right here. So yeah, it's like soccer mom material somehow, some way. We'll go ahead and just grab it. We'll just go ahead and just choose Oyster Gray as the color. Very cheap, 30,000 credits. So it's probably one of those cars you could probably just easily grab when you start playing the game, like the story mode, and just do that. That's probably what the purpose of that car is. We're not going to equip it at the moment. We're going to go ahead and check on the used car dealership and pick up that new RX-7, which is right here, and the Super B is here too, so that's great. If you're curious on what the engine swap for this car is, it's also here as well. Let's scroll down the list. I'm not too sure if the other cars are here too or not. I'm going down the list. I don't see any of the other cars, despite, well, of course the Maserati is here, but we can always get that at Brand Central too. So let's go back up. We're going to go ahead and pick this up. Looks great. Looks pretty cool. So I cannot wait to get this car modified. I'll be curious to see what it could do with it being stocked without any heavy major upgrades to the car. So that's going to be covering for the cars. Let's go back to the cafe now and just redeem that final seasonal menu, which we got checked out. 5-star ticket. We're going to receive the reward, and boom, we got it done. So it should be pretty easy. You need at least close to 2 million credits worth of cash, so it's not really too much to worry about. Okay, so that's going to cover the cars. We are now going to quickly go back to sport mode. I see a little gift icon. I'm pretty sure it's the time trial from last week. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Go ahead and grab that. And you can see the Camaro actually is new target time right here. And you got this particular target time right here as well. The Avilia Cup. And of course, you have a special Sardinia particular time trial with the Impreza sedan. We're going to go ahead back out. And I think the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is possibly go through the cars for the engine swap. So I'm going to do it alphabetically, starting off with the R-Bar first. So just give me 1 second. There's going to be a lot of going back and forth with this particular, All right. So for the first one, it's the R-Bars 500 from 2009. Uh, Engine swap is going to cost you a whopping $250,000 credits. So I've known in the past that FF cars swaps can either somewhat make them fun or it can totally destroy them. So let's see what is behind this engine swap for this car. So it's the Civic. I'm pretty
Jeffrey,
sure it's a 2020.
97 Chevy Camaro race mode sucks on gas.
Yeah, I get pretty sure I could tell it was like that. So, oh, so max horsepower, so it bumps to 389. I'll be just sad to say that with this particular package, you can see it transforms this car up to 600 pp, which is great. I mean, this has a chance to be a Tokyo threat, but my main issue is the front tires. I mean, it's going. My guess it's going to spin more. It won't have traction. That's the main issue. So that's if you cares what the R-Bar 500 has, that's what it has in this arsenal is the modern day Honda Civic. Okay, let's go next car. Should be a bit better car to choose for a swap, hopefully. It's going to be the AMG. So let's go ahead and go to the AMG manufacturer right here. I'm pretty sure it never has one before, I don't think. So looking for 2015. Yes, here we go. Ah, perfect. I don't think it's been touched yet. Awesome. And this swap is even more expensive. 700,000 and 75,000 credits. So let's see what swap is behind this car. And it's this particular inch swap. Okay, so it kind of makes sense. It's from the Pagani. Wow. It brings it to life. Look at this. 730 max power with 811.8 for the torque. A weight to power ratio 2.38. Displacement is up 5980. It does gain 90 pounds, but it will not matter whatsoever. So this particular car does have a good chance to be hopefully a decently good Tokyo swap build. If that's the case, what I'll do is I'll get this car all you know built up. Not too sure if I'm gonna have it wide body or not. I will possibly put maybe a custom splitter, a custom front bumper right here, maybe a custom wing if it has one. But yeah, there is still some hope that not all the swaps are that bad. Alright, so next car, we're going to go back in time to the Chevrolet Chevelle. And I think, I don't recall if this particular car even had a swap before. I could be wrong. Okay, Chevelle, where is it? I know I got it. Alright, there's this one. Okay, good. It's the original one. Okay.
GEF, I have another request. If you can make it work, Valkyrie 800 Sardina.
Oh, that works. Yes, I'm pretty sure when the Valkyrie made its debut, I'm pretty sure, could remember that it was possible to race the Valkyrie at that race. Uh, I just can't remember right off the top of my head if it was good, bad on fuel, or tire wear. But I did know I did manage to get a win with that car. But yeah, I'll do that build. So with the Chevrolet Chevelle, $250,000 credits is the engine swap price. And let's take a look, see what's behind door number one. It's the Rampage. Oh,
Thanks.
no problem. Okay, so Dustin tells me this car is going to be possibly a Le Mans build. Oh, that's funny. Now I could be wrong. I mean, look at this. I mean, it loses weight, which is quite amazing. It acts like it's a stage 5 car. Uh, you know, weight reduction basically with this modification. You lose weight, you gain a little bit of horsepower. You do gain a teensy bit of torque, and the weight to power ratio goes down to 2.2. So it is possible for this car to be, Tokyo 600 build, but at the same time, it's possibly more built for Le Mans. So that's going to be it for the Chevrolet Chevelle. The next car is going to be the Datsun Koppen Active Top. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be its very first. Oh, that's an ugly car. It's going to be its first swap. Again, another 225K for the price. Something tells me it's possibly it's going to be the modern day
They
Civic.
could add and replace the Chevy Camaro race mode with 95 or 98 Chevy Camaro or 2010 Chevy Camaro.
Yeah, and that probably would have been great too if they would have done that. Alright, so the engine swap for this little bitty car. What is that? Oh, that's the RX-7 engine swap. Ooh, interesting. That's gonna sound nasty too, especially from this little car. It's gonna just imagine driving on the highway and you just hear an RX-7 engine, the powerful engine sound coming from this little bitty car right here. Especially if you have it with high RPM turbocharger with race exhaust, race muffler, uh, race air filter, all that stuff. So the displacement changes, of course, 654 times 2. You do gain a bit of weight. The power, although you gain like 230 plus horsepower, the torque jumps to 245.3. Weight to power ratio drops from 13.08 to 3.09, giving it a new stock, 469 points. Now, the question is going to be, could this be possible to be race at Tokyo Expressway 600? And the answer could be yes. So that's going to be it for the Copen. Uh, quite interested and pretty interesting to see what they chose as engine for this car. But I'm thinking it should be still a decently good pick for
Yo,
us to use. Yo, what is up, Ram?
what am I watching here?
You're going to be watching me having my own personal reactions to engine swaps. Just doing a quick up-to-date
You
review.
popped up in my recommended.
Hold up, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I need to respond to this text message. Sorry for the intrusion. Okay. Oh, we're back. Okay, so we did this particular car. Next car is going to be using the Dodge Super B. So that's going to be our next car to pretty much look at, see what the keep changing the doggone menu. Let's see what swap it has on it. I don't recall the Super B even having a particular swap. I could be wrong. Let's see if I can find it. Ah, there it is. And it's stocked. Cool. Alright, GT Auto. We know the drill. Alright, price tag 200,000 credits. Could be Dodge related. That's my guess. But we shall see. What's behind the tab? I knew it. Dodge Demon. So, it goes from 452 up to 526. It becomes a supercharger. Loses a little bit of weight, which is good. Max horsepower literally skyrockets from 335 to 840. Same thing for the max torque, goes from 425.2 up to 770.3, so that's a huge buff. Kilograms per second goes from 4.5 to 1.66 with the Demon Challenger swap. And even though it does show 526 overall points for this car, if we go ahead and do this modification, the question would be, is it worth it? Because with having that much power and having that much torque, the question is going to be, how is the rear of the car, how's it going to react? Will the rear tires, will they grip or will they not grip? So this is potentially is going to be one of those cars I will try out in the maybe a day or two, and see for my own uh, opinion to see if it actually is worth swapping or not. Which I hoping that it is worth it. All right, now we're going to go back to the modern day cars. Next one is going to be the Fiat 500. And my guess, of course, it is an FF drivetrain. The engine price is 137,500. So I'm not really thinking. It could be the modern 2020 Honda Civic, but I really don't think it is. Let's take a look and see. It actually is. Ooh, it's the classic Honda Integra from 1998. That's a quite interesting choice engine there. So yeah, the only thing that's in the red is, of course, the weight, the power. You do get a good bit of horsepower and torque if you actually do swap this car. And yeah, uh, could it be possibly a Tokyo build? Look at the stats. I don't really think so. I think the horsepower is just still a bit too low for it to be like a major threat for Tokyo, but you never know. It could do some purpose on some particular races. So that's going to be it for the Fiat. Next car is going to be the G-Ready Fugu C.
What is your opinion on today's economic downfall?
Very sad. That's why I say it's very sad. See, it's American. I keep forgetting about that. There it is. I'll go ahead and grab this just in case. I'm pretty sure I have two of these already swapped. I think. So I'm going to go ahead and just give me a new one, play it safe, and go from there. Alright. Back to GT Auto. This is going to be the second swap. So, if my memory is correct.
If you could replace the SUV, what other vehicle would you put in its place? Why aren't they releasing the Epstein files? What is the government hiding from the public?
I'm trying to figure out. I think, and I'll answer both y'all's questions in a second. I think the new swap, I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. The LS7 Rampage. I could be wrong, but I think that's it right there. I'm pretty sure of it. I think. If I'm wrong, then this one's a new swap. But I'm pretty confident that the new one is possibly this one. I know I did a video swap with it like last year, or it was a couple months back, and it was potentially use this car and it had to be swapped at Le Mans. And I'm thinking this was the one I used, I think. So if that's the case, I'm pretty sure this one's new. I think. Pretty sure of it. So if that's the case, it has the Rampage now, which is cool. I don't think it ever had the Rampage before. And yeah, looks pretty cool. Could be a potential Tokyo threat, needless to say. But again, no telling of what the rear tires, how it's going to feel with this particular engine package.
How much worse do you reckon the world would be had Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won instead of Donald Trump?
There's no telling. It could have been. There could be a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different ways it could have been worse if they if she won. I would say that, but I'm not too sure exactly what they would have had lined in store if she actually did win. So, and for the what would I replace for the SUV? I think what I probably would have done was probably do another, like either another RX-7 or possibly something that could rival against the new RX-7. You know, that way it would have been pretty cool to have, you know, two JDMs plus the modified 69 Chevrolet Chevelle. All right, for our next car, we're going to be using the Maserati Gran Turismo Sport. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be its own very first new swap build. If I can find the brand.
DC5.
That's another good one too. Where even is it? There it is. Found it. I'd be actually using this car in a Tokyo build. I should probably do another one soon. Okay, so let's see what this car has to offer. Alright, so 200,000 credits is the price tag for the new swap for this Maserati Gran Turismo S. And let's check to see what's behind the tab. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Ooh, that's a surprisingly pick. Ooh. I like that. Of course, it turns to a supercharger, of course. No surprises there. Horsepower,
Do you
747.
think the U.S. Army will have boots on the ground in Iran? Or will this war go on as long as the Afghan war?
For that answer, it might be the second part, but I'm hoping is it will not be not as long as that war. Hopefully, I don't really see them deploying any soldiers. I mean, they could change. Anything could change, but I think it's probably going to be more using missiles and arsenal for this particular conflict we're having right now. 721 for the max torque, 1.75 for weight to per hour ratio, 747 for the max power. So other than that, a pretty decently good swap with the Maserati. Actually, am shocked and surprised to see this beast as the swap for it. So that's going to be another card I'll be very interested in checking out, see what it can do at Tokyo Expressway 600. All right, now we have two more to go. So let's go over here. I'm going to say last used. Here's the new RX-7. Quick look at it. Looks pretty cool, especially with that little signet back there. Sounds pretty cool as well, not surprisingly that too. So, I know I had somebody commented on, I think it was a post that I shared, or a video, and that they were hoping that this particular car had a particular engine swap for this car. And yes, it does have it. I was a little bit skeptic if they were going to have this or not, but they do. So, if you're wondering what is this very expensive swap for this car is going to be, it's going to be none other than the legendary 787B. Looks so good. It does turn from 654 times 4. Aspiration goes natural. You do gain a bit weight. Max power 690. Max torque 448.4. And of course, weight to power ratio is 1.82. Now, with this particular car, I need to figure out what the numbers are with this versus the one you can get at Brand Central. Because you can see right here, it's 607.7, but I'm pretty sure this car, when you buy it, it comes with comfort tires. So, which means there has to be some, nerfing involved for this car to be legal at Tokyo. But I am still going to try it at Tokyo Expressway, and I got a feeling that this particular car could do better compared to the one you can get at Brand Central. So that's going to be it for that car. And now we have finally have reached to our very last car, which is going to be the Pontiac GTO, the Judge, which is an absolute awesome classic, especially the detail of the Judge logo right beside the lower part of the fender on the front of the car, which is quite interesting. So we're going to go to manufacturer. Let's go to Pontiac real quick. If I can find them, there it is. Let's see. Yep, here it is right here. There's the Judge logo, which I was telling you earlier. And of course, this might be its first swap. 250,000 credits. My guess, personally, it could be yet another. What's that particular build? Not the Maverick. The Rampage, yes. And that's what I thought it would be. So, of course, it pretty much ramps up everything up. Weight, it lowers the weight, increases max power, increases the torque. Weight power ratio 1.83. Given by the stats you see here, of course, it could be easily a great car to run at Le Mans. So this car might be toward a Le Mans build per se, more of that than a Tokyo build, but you never know. I mean, I'm not even too sure what the car has currently right now. So, but yeah, that's going to be all the swaps that was released into this update. So, what I'm going to possibly do in the near future is I'm going to try the AMG Mercedes AMG C first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that car swapped first, which is this right here. And it looks good. It looks really good right now. And yes, this is what you asked for. And they have come to deliver. This actually is a decent swap list. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the FF cars with swaps because it's a 50-50 shot depending on what they have. And of course, it also depends on what car it is too. That's the majority of it. But cars like the Mercedes AMG, nice swap. The Chevelle has a nice swap. The Datsun, the Datsu, has an interesting swap too. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing all jacked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the car, and the reason why is it's gonna lower the PP right there. Which, if you want to do a Tokyo build, every single fraction decimal point does matter in a build. So we're gonna do that. You can see there's the nice curvy, thick fenders right there popping out. So let's go ahead and add this engine swap to it. We're gonna listen to it as well as we're gonna see Big Frank throw it, give it a nice sweep cut throw into the inside of the car perfectly. And now let's listen. Oh, yes. That sounds awesome. Alright, we're going to dip out real quick. We're going to quickly make our way to showcase. We're going to go ahead and click on content search. We're going to go ahead and click on current car. And we're going to keep that under styles. Go to content search, click on that bad boy. And we're going to scroll carefully to see what livery I want for this car. And let's take a look at this one right here. Sure. Yeah. Collection, like, repost, comment. Awesome. We're going to do eyeballs.
I tried this AMG in
Smiley face.
Sardegna 800 with the engine swap. Very fun but not very fuel efficient. Next time I'm gonna depower it to 800 bhp.
Oh, yeah, I could probably picture that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install this livery to this car. Apply. We're going to say yes. We're going to pay 17,000 credits for the livery, and it looks lovely. I'm going to do first, I'm going to put back on these rims. We're going to put this wide. And the reason I do that is because it drastically lowered PP by 6 points. And that's the reason why. Now, the question is going to be, is it going to handle decently good? Is it going to handle terribly? We'll just have to wait and see till we get to the race itself. Front, Type A, lovely. Side, Type A as well. The wing, custom wing set. I am going to, however, I guess we'll leave it high. I mean, it doesn't really matter what height it's set to be on the car. So we're going to leave it alone. But yeah, it is quote quote ready for Tokyo, even though I need to nerf it a little bit. And hopefully the tires that's on this car is sport hards. Worst case scenario, I go in there and to the tuning shop and they'd be like, oh, these are comfort mediums or comfort softs.
Asterisk so, yeah. Very.
Okay, they are sports hards. Good. We're going to go ahead and do this. This is usually the transmission you need if you're going to really lower your performance points. It'll be under semi-racing, fully customized manual transmission. It's going to be right beside the fully customized LSD. This is going to be your trusty transmission to go to if you're going to drop the PP. As you see here, it goes from 613 down to 605. So yeah. And sometimes this bad boy right here also lowers PP too, which it does down to 604. Say yes. And even increased buy rigidity also does that too. We're going to say yes to this. Purchase that bad boy. We're going to take a look and see if anything else can drop it. Sometimes, surprisingly enough, the brakes can lower it too, and sometimes the racing suspension. But apparently in this case, it will not do that. Which means we'll have to tune it to 600 pp standards. I just realized how big and bulky the car weighs. It's about 3,800 pounds. That's a brick. Alright, so if we put this bad boy up to 230, will it do anything? Yes. It drastically increases to 592. We're going to put some of the front down for us. A little bit on the car. Not a whole lot. That will do it. 594. We're going to leave that as is right now. Transmission, we're going to bump it out to 400. And we're going to go back into the tuning shop and see if we can pick up a part. One part, two parts, if it's possible. If the game allows me to. It looks like we have hit our maximum for this car. Alright, guess for the next thing we can do, we could check out one thing. See, that's not it. I think it'd be under here, won't it? No. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I don't know where to exactly go to this, but anyway. Let's do a test drive. Let's do that. We'll do a test drive on this car and see what it can do. We'll just see what this beastly car can do around the track. Let's see. Updates. Of course, new races here. Yep. Of course, that car is the cover car. Of course, it is. Yep. There's that one right there. Grand Valley Highway 1. Circuit Experience. You got the South version of that. Looks like that's a C-Tune GTR. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Dragon Trail. New race. Yep. Of course, it's the new Renault being the cover art for that race. PP no limit 2 laps. Let's do a Tomahawk. he's said and done. New race for you. Where are you? Oh, time trial. Oh, endurance 2. Oh, nice. You can actually go backwards. Let's see. I was already a thing, wasn't it? Oh. Let's say that was from the last update. Okay. I probably did not click it. And of course, Koto Park. Of course, you have the new one. Of course, that's the cover art for that car too. But we're gonna go to this one. Yes. We're gonna go to this one and this. Let's see how beastly of a car this can be now.
speed is high for a car this heavy.
Yes, it is. Oh, I was thinking the same thing too. Crazy. Yellow and a nice little smooth into the bumper. Nice and nice cool in there. And the pump gaps in here. Good old howdy do at the end of the turn. So that car actually felt pretty good. I'm going to probably do 2 other cars too, just to try them out, test them. But for that car to weigh almost 4,000 pounds, and for it to have a top speed of 207, that's crazy. I mean, a lot of horsepower, of course, I know that, a lot of torque, but that's still crazy. I mean, wow. So that build itself, we did a low to mid 207 on lap 2, and with the track drying up, plus with the fuel being burnt up, I think we probably could do a low 207 or even a 206. So, yeah, that's going to be quite an interesting swap build to see what it can do. The only downside that I could easily see when I first started that run was, of course, was the fuel itself. The fuel was was not too good. You have to like early shift for that car. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly go ahead and just buy me a new Gran Turismo F. I mean, I could do this one, but I would rather start scratch new. But yeah, that Mercedes, that's going to be a decently good build. I can already tell, just by the speed. Even with me personally being on the controller and being able to handle the car in those corners, it actually felt pretty good. The only thing to look out for that I could tell was to make sure in
it's heavier
the third
than my
or fourth.
aunt.
Good night. But yeah, you don't want to go. Third gear is only acceptable on the hairpin, and that's it. If you go third gear or second gear in the first turn, you're going to out rev the engine and it's going to spin around. I mean, I could tell what it was going to do. So I think for this car, what I'm going to do differently is just now realizing that this car even weighs heavier. That's
How is your aunt's handling?
I don't know. Probably better than that, hopefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the custom parts. We'll go ahead and do Type B for the front. Wing, custom wing set, low. Tires. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Bada boom, do that. Put that at 611, so I think the only thing I'm going to do here is just grab the manual transmission, possibly the custom LSD, because we know sometimes the LSD does decrease the overall points, which I'm hoping they'll do that. Oh, you add points just by, wow. You know what? I'll keep it off right now. Yes, I want to see that. Yes. Okay, you Increase, 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 increase. Yeah, I don't think anything else here decreases it. How about if I completely... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, what if I completely add the high RPM turbocharger? But nope, that's not an option either. We'll just have to do it by hand. 840 horsepower, weighing at 4,000 pounds. Alright, we're going to do this. Oh, you add points. There we go. Yes. 601. We'll have to go back and get some... let's see, I forgot to check the ballast. What's your overall balance? Okay, it's 50-50. Okay, I just saw it from my last stream, which is a little bit behind compared to what I'm watching right now. Go ahead and get this bad boy, power restrictor. Probably, hopefully no more than 6 clicks, hopefully. That's what I'm thinking at least. Okay, that's too much. Two clicks. Got it. And of course, we're going to add a little bit more to you. Perfect. Alright. So, let's see what we can do with this car. 823 horsepower with 4,000 pounds. And I know the fuel isn't going to be any better either because it's a supercharger. Oh, the sound. Beyond bonkers. It's been going faster than our last run.
Pedal to the metal.
It even feels better. The handles better too. Oh, he hit the wall. And this is a bonkers first lap too.
Wow, the Impreza was way faster than that.
Yeah, true.
Damn,
true.
It's a beast.
I would agree with that statement too. The Impreza being much faster than this, but still, with this car having Dodge Demon Challenger engine swap. Plus it weighing 4,000 pounds. Literally 4,000 pounds, mind you. Running in third place is only 3 seconds behind the race leader. Okay, that haircut was a bit messy.
The Impreza is the benchmark.
Yep. And now I'm gonna brief you that statement too. I just want to do one more lap just to see what we can do with this car because the first lap is a 2:18. That is astoundingly quick. That was a lot faster than our previous one with the Mercedes-Benz. I know it has to be the weight ratio, it has to be. Alright, top speed is going to be at 210. really? You're gonna play that rough, aren't you? Okay. I see you. Gotta be gentle with the throttle. That was better. That was a lot better. The fuel was bad, but the car overall is great. Yep, unfortunately, that's going to be a fuel map race. Oh, it's going to be a. Oh, so sad though, because the car, it just felt great. It felt smooth. Oh, that's a bummer. Probably map 2, map 3 might be the way to go with it. I'm probably going to test drive one more car. Because I knew the Mercedes was a good pick, judging by the swap. This car has an amazingly good pick, even though the fuel economy is horrible, which is a shame. What was the other car I was going to do? Oh, yes, it was you. Yes. And possibly you too, but we'll do you first. And just in case, I better do this just in case.
Pagani's Zonda R600 pages build is insane fast.
I forgot about that build. I forgot about it. Let me get that one. Oh, the poor drink is leaking. Need to get me a coaster. Alright, give me 5 seconds. Okay, make that 7 seconds. Ow. Okay. Let me grab one of my coasters here, which is the shape of a old classic Nintendo Entertainment System. Big old chunky gray cartridge that has the image of the Excite bike. There we go. Alright, so I bought that just in case, just, for assurance. I'm going to do this right now, get this car rated up. Zonda R, quite the beast. And we're going to nerf this car for it to be eligible for 600 pp. Because I've been told it is fast. Something tells me it's going to be both these compounds together. Possibly. Because I know if I nerf the engine, it might not be enough. But you may never know.
Chapter in the front, SH in the back.
Okay, that's what I thought. Comfort hearts in the front, sport hearts in the back. We'll just do a test drive.
With dupe.
Dupe? What's dupe? Let's see. Supercharger. Okay.
Supercharger.
Do. 641. 622. That's right.
Should have over 900 HP.
Okay. That. I guess did you add weight to it? I guess. I'll be able to do 200.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm doing it right. Okay, yes. I guess toward the front, I guess, maybe. That's the only logical place I can think of. Let's do that. It's probably that. Something tells me that's what that is. Oh, yes. Alright, let's see how it does. Be very curious to see how it handles. It probably will not handle too good. It probably with the mixed compounds. I've had my fair share of doing the Escudo with the mixed compounds, and it will not handle too good at all. And of course, I did it with the Group 2 race cars too, the past, but that was different. Oh, the sound is so good. It'll get real messy up here, though. That is bonkers.
My laps are 209 with it.
Okay. I'll give it one more lap. Actually got pretty good. And I just realized something too. I forgot to check. Probably could have done this first to it. Probably could have lowered this a little bit too. Probably lower this as well. We'll do this. I think I'll just do one more run with it, just with this settings. Forgot to run the lowest.
Can I screenshot your suspension?
Oh, whoops. Too quick. My bad. I'll just do this then. I'll just keep it up for a few seconds. My bad. I was about to test run it, see how it was going to feel. Personally. But it just, you know, it just occurred to me that I forgot to change the body height because what I had on there was the last time I did our Sardigna run, which was...
Got it.
maybe a year ago since I've done it with this car. Man, I want to have one more lap. One more. I think since we got the height lower, it might be a little bit quicker. Oh, it's such a killer. Look at that speed. 209.9. That is crazy, man. I gotta do an episode on that one. That's crazy. Thank you, man. That is crazy. And just for the fun of it, let's do this. Let's ride on this cam. So you're just driving down the highway, and it's nothing like looking back in the mirror and you see your average Pagani Sanda R. Look at the oh, and Sparks too to finish it up. That's crazy. Okay, so we got 3 awesome builds we can try for Tokyo. And the way I'm thinking of, I think that Sanda R, when the track dries up, that car should feel a little bit better as the race progresses. I think it should be, because we were not losing as much time to the Sanda R or the NSX as we were earlier in the race. Okay, so we did the Gran Turismo S, which is good, despite having bad fuel. The Mercedes Benz, which also was pretty good, despite the fuel being kind of iffy, having the short shift. Sanda R is just a literal beast. I mean, even with it being a mixed compound build, I mean, it's really good. Like, ho. So, and the tires should last for the whole entire race. I don't think I should worry about, having to pit for new tires. They should be, literally like titanium, lasting from start to finish. And I probably could change the livery too. Was there another car that we want? Oh yes, now I remember what car we're going to try to do. We're gonna do this one. Oh, I just realized something. We are about 20 minutes away to actually be in a race.
It lasts.
Kind of figured. Was this car in the ban list? I can't remember. But yeah, just in case, if you guys don't know, on Thursday nights, I actually do hang out with a group of guys, and we basically get all kinds of cars, and we basically tune them, test drive them, all kinds of stuff to them. So tonight's race is going to be round 3 for the PRT GT Championship. So this is the car I'm going to be driving. I'm going to try, let's do gold as a word search. Let's do, we'll do this one. That should do it. Alright. So to give you guys an idea what this race is going to be, you basically have your modern day cars, sport cars, like I'm seeing right now, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. You have the 500 Club class. You have a 300 Club class, which is basically like this, but not as much horsepower. And then you have the Antique class, which is the Antique 750 and Antique, I think it's either 300 or 400. So the last race I did the GT40, and there was actually a discussion for that particular car. It was a GT. There was GT40 plus I think certain Ferrari. I know there was a certain Porsche. It might have been the Cayman, especially if it was swapped. Uh, Cars like that were in question if they should be banned because they were just so good and they were meta, basically. So, and usually we start about 9 o'clock Eastern Time Zone, which is about to be about 17 minutes for the race to start. So if you guys want to stay behind and just watch this, you can. It's basically a pretty simple, easy procedure. It's practice, short practice, a short qualifying, and then the race. I think the race. Okay, there's lobby A. Don't know if lobby B. Probably. Yes, that's probably it. Okay. We got two separate lobbies, lobby A, lobby B. I think this is going to be, lobby B. I think. I could be wrong. And of course, you have teams and stuff. Team colors. That's why my car is white and gold. So yeah, here we go. So you see, Dude. If you guys are familiar, I am really good buddies with AMS Dude. He has a pretty successful YouTube channel. I think he recently has hit 15,000 subs, I think, on his channel. So he's going to be doing the 750 Classic group. 750 horsepower, 2910 for weight. Got some other guys here. They're doing the 450 class. You got one person using the Fairlady C. We got the Camaro 550. We're in the 550 class. You can see our friend, he also has the same car as I do. So, yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what can come up with this. We have someone using the Rampage itself. Another 911 as well. So, yeah, it's going to be all kinds of stuff in this race.
219.
Oh yeah, you just saw, yeah, it went to 219 miles per hour. Yeah, the Honda R. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Yeah. Now, fun fact, this car does have DRS, but we cannot engage it because we have ourselves a bottle of nitrogen.
Brazilian? Yes, Tiago. Chad is 100% Brazilian.
one gets a special lap in the Duel 17, yes.
Took over Jeff's channel.
I have to tell you on the flyer too, I'm not getting any time in.
But I live in Denver. Sorty swap.
That's much better, I think.
Go Broncos.
Yes. Surprisingly enough, where I live at, I'm also a Broncos
fan too. Victory hand, light skin tone.
Yeah, he was ripping into that corner. What the world was he using? I mean, we both got the same cars, so. Huh. Let's do this instead. Because his is 743. Okay, I need to investigate. I don't think there's any special parts that comes with the car. I don't think anyway. The only thing I can think of is if the car he has is the same. Like has the stock engine and not swapped. Oh. Okay. I had the wrong car. That's what it was. That makes total sense now. But then again, that doesn't answer anything because he had 740, like 743? So where is it coming from? Is it this? Nope. Definitely not that. not that either. Maybe his is the stock engine. He must have something on it. Possibly. Huh. I just can't figure out. Oh well. I go to grade 2, I guess.
Jeff, have you tried it on PSVR 2?
Unfortunately, no. I have had thought about getting it. PSVR 2. But I need to. I've had, thankfully, have been able to actually been quite lucky and let's see who's on here. Okay. Did the in Gran Turismo Sport you could do the VR stuff. So that's how I was able to do that. And I can remember exactly driving one. I think it was the standard Red Bull race car at the Nürburgring Northline, and being able to do like a full clear lap cockpit cam, and having like a weird headache feeling after the lap was done. Okay, is he on the track right now? He switched to the Ferrari fast track. Or super fast, my bad. Huh. Okay. Trying to figure out. I know there was another class. Man. No, I don't want to enter. Give me 1 second. Hold up, guys. Because I know we split up in 2 different classes. We got 300 for the modern cars. I'm on the wrong channel or wrong thing. Okay, so I need a car with 350 horsepower or less. Oh, I know. Where is it? I don't know the effective though. That's worth a shot though. No, I won't. $350. Okay, I found the car. We're going to do the Supra. It's not going to be a whole lot either. Alright. Oh, yeah, go back in there and get me some NOS and soft tires. That's actually not too bad. I'd be quite upset though if someone actually does pull up with a Cayman. Alright. Alright, looking over. Looks like we're the only. Nope. We got another individual. Okay. And of course, that one. Gonna roll with it.
I hate roads VGT cars lol. The only I use is the Volgavi VGT on Lemons 700 on race mediums. You should try Jeff. Fuel on map 1 is 4 laps. Asterisk those.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are not really big fans of BGTs. And me personally, there are some that I don't mind driving, and there's some others that's like, why? Like, why did you make this car? Like, really? But I think the only BGT out there that's actually worth driving would have to be the Aston Martin, because it's such a good car to use for Tokyo, and that's pretty much it. If you want to throw it out there too, you can also have the Mazda LM55. That's also another cool car too. Does this car have a stage 5? It does. BRB, baby! I wish I would have known they had a stage 5. $22.99. Okay. There's a chance. I mean, it probably... If we could do 2400, that would be great. Oh, yes, do this. Okay, 2478. I'll take that. Okay. Alright. Now I feel a little bit better on the car, since we did that. Because I already know that F50, it probably... No telling how much advantage that F50 has over my car. I mean... Let's take a look. His is, oh yeah, his 718, mine is 687. So, this was either a good pick or not so much. Even though I could increase the downforce. Yeah, that's not gonna. Oh, I wonder what that sound was. Let's try this again. on to guest Brooklyn, lobby A. We've been given the word that we're supposed to be in lobby A, apparently. Which I did not know about that. Alright, let's see if anyone else is doing the same strat I'm doing. Okay, so we are 350. So we got drift, stitch, that's 2. And that probably is it. Oh, and there's the K-Man. Awesome. Okay. And they're not going to be worried over that.
The noise on the Mav is stupid.
Oh, on the Maverick? Guys, I'll be right back.
There are 2 more spots open on the racing store in the auto store in Gran Turismo 7. They need to put a race system tank for your normal CA.
Okay, I am back, chat. I'll be very curious to see what this can do right here. Actually, I need to see what this can do. The car just feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it actually does handle nicely over the curves. The transition from one turn to the other, it feels pretty good. At half control, it doesn't feel like it's gonna spin out or get underneath it. So. Except for that turn. The guy in front of me is my teammate. Oh, could we put that out? Actually, according to the board,
LOL.
My 2 teammates are actually first and second fastest of this list for practice. I think. I could be wrong though. Oh. I know he did a 230, but he spun. Okay, let's point that out. He spun. I saw him spin around the mini map. Hope we're starting. No, it didn't give me a time to do a lap. Oh well, we'll just have to wait and see how it plans out. So, we are racing against, I think, 2 or 3 competitors. I know for sure one of them is in the K-Man. Oh, it lets me off so early. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that acceleration from the K-Man, that is definitely not. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna... Probably said no, that wasn't going to be this year.
calls. Catch you later. Peace.
Alright, have a good one.
Nice to meet you.
That's his K-Man. No way. Even sounds bad. Yeah, I probably should have made a K-Man setup. I would have known it was going to be that good. Alright, so I gotta beat Stitch. Yeah, his sounds different. I'm pretty sure he's got the Rampage in his car. Like, I knew the Cayman was good, and if you tuned it and has certain like multiplayer races, but I would never would have thought that the Cayman GT4 would be like ultimate tier. Like, that's ridiculous.
Jeffrey,
Yeah,
how was this?
that's a good question.
Like,
I like to know too.
look at the lap time.
Well,
Right?
I knew the
Are you
Cayman
kidding me?
I knew the Cayman was good, but For it to be like S tier with like 2 or 3 stars after that, if you have certain rules and regulations, yeah. Now I see why dude says so much stuff to the K-Man. Now I know why.
Super fast is retarded. No, it's not because you weird points.
I got
You know
booted last
this.
week from internet, and I was killing it last week, Jeff. So this is redemption, and I'm taking advantage of my last time using it.
I was killing it last week too and took a stupid penalty on my own fault.
And I could tell that yours is swapped because I heard it from the inboard.
Who's?
Isn't yours
No, my
swapped?
game is just standard.
Standard? Okay.
Yeah.
Points just balling. He's got it fucking dialed.
Yeah, I've been driving it since day one. Fucking
I knew Indy was
driving
doing the fastback, so.
It's fast. Fucking new Camaro already sitting on the front row. It just came out today. We're close to the front
Why
row.
is it next track anyway?
shit, that Spanish track without the chicane.
Oh, Barcelona.
Yeah,
Which one?
Barcelona without the
The
chicane.
next track?
Yeah.
Are you fucking hacking on my track, bro? Are you hacking on my track?
I even honestly thought about doing the 992,
That
but I was thinking,
that
oh,
track I think will favor like a little bit of the higher horsepower stuff.
but I was like, oh, there's nobody going to run the 350 stuff. And next thing I see, there's a Cayman. I was like, welp, crap. There goes my strategy.
Point's been dying to fucking race this thing
For a long fucking time.
a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking years. You're like, fuck, we never run this. And you know why? Because it's fast as fuck. Boy.
Yeah.
Nah, you got yours dialed. Time and perfection in place.
Well, I barely got anything on this car. I bet this was it. I actually built this in like 5 minutes.
I'm in 8th. Are you guys all 350s in front of me?
Just Stitch. I am. I'm 315 Stitches.
Who's running 550 in front of me? Qualifying or
Prob team is, and
Dow is. Crowd is. Intervals on 550. Perfect. Give her shit, teammate.
I also thought it was going to be closer. I mean, I was not expecting my car to be like a Williams. It's like, good night. There's got to be some kind of conspiracy theory. You got 3 Porsches in the top 3 spots.
Shit. There's somebody in jump behind me.
I just passed Frank and whoever was beside him. I guess my goal is just beat Stitch. That's it. Oh, that middle sector is so sketchy, or that turn.
What? You got the badass picture of my thing?
It was shortcutting. Ah, damn, it's gonna happen. Ah, he did that too. If only this car was a little bit lighter. Oh, appreciate that, Stitch.
Feel like there's been some blocking going on. Oh, I just passed the clean for the second time. Oh.
Yeah, I probably should have gotten an MR instead of FR.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, bud. They're all cheap. The only one that must need maintenance has the price the lower. The rest of them were fake.
Yep, even Stitch, she gave me a little bump in the back on one of those turns. I lost so much time on him. Maybe Dow can cause him trouble. Maybe he can bump him out of the way. Oh, was that a brake chest? Was that a brake checking you did there, Stitch? Yeah, but just love when the left front tire is just halfway cooked. Yeah, I basically hurt myself there picking the wrong car. Yep. Well, glad that nightmare is over. Good win interval.
Yeah, I was trying to put it on 50. Fuck's sake.
I gave up the spot.
No, I fucking.
I hit the wall in the last S section coming down the hill. And Frank got by me.
We were on lap 7. Hold on.
Oh, man, no way. Throw up. Points, baby.
Yep, that was rough.
And I fucked up.
I just had the wrong car. I was thinking, Supra, good choice. Huh. Front tire digression. Huh.
Man, I got wrecked right near the beginning of the fucking race.
Who's the dude? Is that the guy that left?
Yeah.
Drift. Smoke drift. Yeah, I probably should got some more cars ready to choose from because that was literally like a 10-minute car pick. I'm like, this car might be good. At least I'm more familiar with Barcelona, so that's probably the only the shining light I have for next week is the track.
Is it chicane?
No chicane.
Catalonia next.
Point. Hold on.
I got it. I'm going to go into the chat.
See what the fuck's going on.
Oh, I'm going to get to the race.
You don't want to.
Yep. Barcelona, no chicane.
The chicane.
Even if we have to postpone their race for a day, they can do it tomorrow if they can't do it tonight.
Yeah, Barcelona, no chicane.
Okay.
And then
No
the following
chicane.
week is Suzuka, rain.
Hey,
Rain? Oh, okay.
I picked a track that doesn't get rain.
Smart.
I'm gonna join your chat
It could
for
be
a second.
shitty, but it's not gonna get rain.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Do you think the cloudiness, because it's Catalonia, right? Where you're in Barcelona, so it's a warmer place.
Yeah.
Do you think if it was cloudy and overcast, the track would be a little slicker?
Probably.
I'm wondering.
I think it would be. Man, intervals.
Should we make it greasy?
You know what? Maybe not greasy, but like
Do you know what I mean,
twilight,
though?
where
Like
it's
some
like,
overcast. I don't think it gets night, so it'd be like an heavy overcast kind of thing.
that would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I was looking at it. I was like, fuck, it doesn't get rain, so I know I ain't getting no surprises.
I believe we're talking about taking position position from where everybody started at DC, right?
Oh shit! How you guys don't remember that?
Well, because 7 of them didn't DC. They're still
Oh
racing.
shit! Are you
Yeah,
fucking
it was.
kidding? Half the
There
lobby
was
got wiped out.
15 people racing. Yeah, 7 of them are still there.
Was MNR gonna say you guys rage quit again?
You guys were in M&R's lobby. What are you talking
I
about?
know, I know. But the people were getting disconnected before, and they were
Oh,
like, "Oh,
people
they
are
rage
rage
quit."
quitting here.
Yeah, they were rage quitting here.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch that. And when fucking he wipes
Oh,
me
we were
out,
like
I'm gonna
dominoes
save
in
that
there.
little clip, and I'm gonna post it on their shit and be like, what the fuck bullshit is this? I don't run any of them like that.
We were having a solid race. We had 2 AMS guys join in. They were taking place of people who weren't there.
Perfect.
So we've been all working pretty good. Yeah.
Who are 2 AMS guys that you had come in? Which 2?
Race if you
Some
guys need a
counter
filler.
spell guy and
Counter. I need more miles,
Kung
he
Pao.
says.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm down for racing some more.
Where's
Shit.
Barcelona? I haven't been there in a long
Catalonia.
time. Catalonia.
It's in the Europe section, bottom left-hand side.
I was trying to talk everybody into like running a 5x4, but then people started hopping off and shit. So it was kind of everybody took off after the race. They were out.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't believe our race ended by like basically 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it went. I mean, it was a pretty rough race, but
Yeah, I was kind of choked. I didn't dump him, by the way. When I caught him, I decided to pass him clean. And then he quit.
So there was 15 in their counter. 7 of them got X'd out, or 8 of
Disconnect.
them,
Yeah.
disconnected. So then we'll talk about tomorrow night.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's fucking do some Catalonia. Barcelona.
shit. Yeah, might as well scoop it up.
The race is over, Sean.
What do you mean?
I think they just finished. The remainder's finished.
They didn't take notice that people were disconnected. How many people
No,
disconnected?
there was eight people got disconnected.
God damn, half the fucking lobby.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna pop into their chat, see what the fuck happened.
You look at your replay motor, or you're about to head over to Cataluna.
I'll be right back. I gotta just go to the can here before we fucking start pounding out some 3-lappers.
All right. Who said that?
I don't know. I'm looking at IDC on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
What was that, Jeff?
I said I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Oh, okay. Is everybody liking this track pick? The other track I had in mind was Monza. Which would you have preferred?
I'm pretty sure with it being the way it is, it probably would have been a good pick. All right, we're gonna go ahead and leave the party. All right, trying to figure out. I could probably do it later, but yeah, not the best race, I would say. Uh, like I knew the Cayman was good, depending on what your horsepower and weight was set at. But yeah, this without or with a swap, it's really, really good. Like I knew we talked about the car being so good in the past, but yeah. So back to this now. We're going to now use this car. We're going to throw in the swap. We're going to possibly do all kinds of stuff to this car and just do a test run at Tokyo to see what this car can do. We're going to do the wide body first, just to lower the PP, of course. And then we're going to throw in the monstrous swap, of course. 606, I already know the tires has to be comforts. Alright, got that for that. Going back out now. And I think we'll go here first, next. Type A, ooh. I like that. It's got that drift kit look. Okay, we're gonna take you off. Lingless, type A, type B. Okay, 605, same. So they're all the same. Okay, I guess we'll leave that the way it is. Okay, sport hard tires. Yes. This. Let's increase it. We don't need it. We'll need this. And this. Alright. We'll have to now nerf it. have to get the power restrictor. Alright. Now we're going to see what this car can do now. Oh, the sound. hear from people on the outside. Alright, so we know this car has a good chance to win Tokyo Express Pro 600. Sounds good. I believe the stats are pretty good too with that car. So that's going to be another possibility right there. Let me check something out. I think this will be our last test right here. There's actually two tests I want to try to do. I want to try this one first. Is there a way to... Cool. That's going to help a lot, especially when testing and stuff. Alright, now let's do this other test. I can feel it tighten up at the end of the corner. Alright, so that car is quick. Even though it has like the worst fuel. So this is going to have to be maybe a map 3, map 4 run. Alright, so that is going to be the end of this live stream. We've been streaming for about over 3 hours now, so if you guys did miss anything, you can always go all the way to the very front where I did showcase all the new swaps, the new cars, and overall the update I think was pretty good. Nothing really groundbreaking, to be honest. Swaps are pretty good. Overall, the picks that chose, I feel pretty satisfied with most of them anyway. And as you guys may know, the upcoming episodes is, of course, going to be the new swaps. So the next episode I'm going to be doing is going to be, of course, using the Mercedes-Benz C-Class with its swap. I'll go ahead, buy another car, and I'm going to start from scratch. But this car you see right here is going to be, in fact, the one I'm going to be using for the episode. So looking forward for that. Again, thanks again for dropping by and seeing what I'm doing in GT7. If you like the live stream and like to see some of my content in the next couple of days or even in the future, you guys are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. If you want to stay in touch of my up-to-date builds in GT7, especially for the three main big money grind races at Tokyo Expressway 600, Le Mans 700, and of course Sardegna 800. Until then, hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day or night, wherever you might be, and I'll see you guys later, and take care.